Guys, I'm so silly. Oh my goodness. I haven't been on live in a while. So the entire time I'm talking, I'm literally talking to myself. Okay. I thought I was live. Sorry. Hey, Deborah Green. Hello, sis. I just sent you a message and you are already here. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let me redo this because apparently I was talking to myself. Sorry about that, guys. I really thought I was on. And then as I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute. It doesn't look like I'm on. Sometimes, you haven't done things in a while. You kind of you have to get back into the flow of doing things. So that would be me. Okay, so let me put this in here again for our guests. I am so sorry. That is my fault. All right, so the link is in. And our guest will be on in a few. This is going to be beautiful, family. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. How you doing, Deborah? How's everything, sis? I left. You have a lot of info for me. You know how I do. Sharing is caring. And how's your day? Can you all hear me? Please put a thumbs up if you can hear me in the chat. I want to make sure that you can hear me because this information that our sis is sharing with us is very important. And I want you all to be able to hear every single detail, words, all of that. I am just putting some information in the chat and we will go over it and discuss it later. All right, great, great, great. You can hear me. It's all ready to talk to yourself. It's all right to talk to yourself. Just don't answer. Yes, that's what my mom used to tell me all the time. Yes, and that is so true. So true. All right. Let me know if you can't get in, sis. Just let me know. The link is in the chat. I'm going to post it up just for you. This is the link so you can hop on. All right. Deborah, what's going on? How's everything? How are you doing? I really hope more people join because this is going to be wonderful. This is a discussion that we need to have, So, guys, if you can, please send out this live share with your friends so that they can hop right on. Okay. All right. Just hop on whenever you're ready, sis. All right, just hop on when you're ready. I'm going to try to send some reminders in my contact. Let's see. And again, share. Please share. All is well. I said, so good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Let's see here. Going to send more. All right. When oh my goodness, look at my sis. Now look at that. We both have on red. All right. Oh my goodness, look at my sis.
Wearing red. How you know
I'm wearing red? Now look at that. We both have on red. All right. I'm leave it back. Now look at that. We both have on red. add. I push add, but I don't know why I can't see myself now. Let's see. How can I get myself back on here? Okay, this is strange. I'm trying to get myself back, sis. Can you hear me? No. Oh. All right. Can you hear me? You can hear? Okay. Now you say something, sis. I can't hear you. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. All right, I can't hear. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I think I know the problem. Uh-oh, hold on. What did I just do? Jesus. No, I don't want. What is this? Okay, hold on. Guys, bear with us. You know how it is. Unmute. Can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. Okay, sis, you muted yourself. So unmute yourself. Because it's saying on my end that you put yourself on mute. Do you see the microphone on your, like when you're looking at yourself, do you see the microphone? It has an X on it. So I think you would click on it and it should unmute. Because when I click on it, it says can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves.
Got it.
So I think you would click on it and it should unmute. Because when I click on it, it says can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves.
Yeah, I unmuted it.
Okay, it's a delay. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a delay. Okay, is it a delay on your end?
Do I need to turn my volume off? Yeah, I unmuted it.
Okay, it's a delay. If you want to, we could try that, but you need to talk. So you want to leave and come back and try that?
Yeah.
We'll try that. All right, guys, you know how it is with these lives, and it's like anytime we have great information to give out, then we have problems. But you know what? We're going to get it together anyway. Let's see. What did you say? Someone needs to turn off their volume. Yeah, she's going to try to come in and come out. I'll try that. Maybe we'll do like on and off volume. We'll try that way and see what works. Let me see. Do I need to put the link back up here for her? Sorry, guys. You know how it is. These lives, you just never know what issues you may have. Okay, hold on, sis. I'm going to put it back for you. All right, sis, there it is again. So Deborah said we're going to try it again, but Deborah suggests that we, I guess, mute ourselves. So we could try that too. If this doesn't work, we'll just take turns muting each other. Try using your iPad instead. Okay, so sis said, hold on, let's put this on. She said try using your iPad instead. So try that. For those of you all who are just coming in, we're just having some difficulties, but we're going to get it together. Hello. Hi, Marcia. How are you? I hope I'm saying your name right. Hi to everyone. May God bless you with good health and long life. Yes, the same to you. All right, let's see. Let's get this started. Hello. Hi, Marcia. How are you? I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay. I'm going to mute myself in a few. We have a delay. We're just going to keep it moving. Okay. Are you, wait, you're on mute again. Mute. Oh, you okay? Okay, so you're gonna stay on mute until we're done? That's fine. We'll do that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I just want to make sure sis can hear me. You're gonna stay on mute until we're done? That's fine. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you can hear me. You can hear me? You can hear me? Okay. All right. Perfect. All right, guys. So today we have our guest, tinika.lee, and she is a great dear sister to us. And she is going to share her experience and what she's still dealing with menopause. She's also going to just give us all the information that she possibly can. Towards the end, her husband will be joining us and giving his experience dealing with menopause with his wife. And I thought that was just beautiful to bring him into the conversation so he can help other males out there that have girlfriends, wives, whatever the case may be, that's going through menopause. And if I'm not correct, Tanika, let me know. Also, premenopause. Is that correct? As well. And a lot of young people, we don't know, like I said, my mother never talked about it. So I'm not sure if she had symptoms or not. It's one of the discussions that we just didn't have. So I brought my notebook to take notes. Wait, where are we? Take notes and learn from our sister. Because, this is what it's all about, helping each other, giving out the information. That's what it's about. Let's see who's in the chat. Hey, you made it. Our brother, Donnie goes in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Marcia, as well, for joining us. Welcome, welcome to my channel. Deborah, again, thank you, sis, for joining us. And whoever else is in the chat and they just sitting by watching, welcome. Okay, guys. All right, you know me. I don't keep it too long. So without further ado, I am giving and handing you all over to tinika.lee.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi, everyone. Oh, can you hear me? There's a delay. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? There's a delay. There's a delay. Oh boy. Okay. It's hard to hear. It's hard to hear. I don't know.
Hey, maybe Hubby can help you, sis. I don't. Only thing I know is
No,
to just
I'm using
to get
StreamYard.
out and come back in.
Hold on 1 second. What?
All right, guys, just bear with us. The microphone. Looks like we're having some issues with the microphone.
But I'm using StreamYard. This is on YouTube.
Here, sis, mute your mic. Mute your mic while you're trying to figure it out. I'll talk to them.
Oh gosh. But I'm using StreamYard. This is on YouTube. Okay.
Here, sis, mute your mic. All right, guys. Let's see. Somebody has multiple windows open. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see, Tanika. Let's see. See if you have multiple windows open. Donnie said, check and see if you have that. All right. So guys, how are you all doing? How's everybody doing while sis is trying to figure this whole thing out? All right, everyone is greeting each other. I love this. I love this. All right, all's well, fam. Yes, I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well. We can hear you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, guys. So, how's everybody' day going so far? The kids are out of school, so this is why I was able to do a live today with you all. It seems like that's just going to kind of be my schedule. I am basically on my children's schedule these days. So that's why you haven't really seen me as much. They have been keeping me very busy. Okay, hold on. Tanika is saying something. I don't have multiple windows open. Okay. If you're on StreamYard, close YouTube on your browser. All right, sis, are you reading this? Donnie, thank you, Donnie. He is on it to try to help us. So I'm gonna leave this up, sis, so you're able to see um what Donnie is saying because you know me, I am no expert to this. I try to do the best I can, but sometimes it things just you know it happens. But yeah, so basically that's what I've been doing, guys. My kids have been keeping me busy. I am at two different locations with them. You know, one is in middle school, one is in high school. So I'm literally like this. And okay, she got the message. And yeah, and then I take my husband. So yeah, I'm on the go. I'm on the go, guys. But I have not forgot about you all. Every now and then I try to do the videos in my car, just to let you all know that I'm still here. Try to give out a positive, word. I feel it's important that how the world is and things are going on, positivity is like the first and number one key, right? To keep you going. It's been a while since we've all been together. Yes, it has. It's so good to see everyone. Yes, it is, sis. All right, wait, let's see. We have sis in the back. Uh-oh. Wait, she disappeared. Okay, she'll come back. She'll come back. Yes, it is. It is. I have missed the lives I have. But that's sometimes just how life is, But we all have our health and strength. At least I hope everybody is doing well and they have their health and strength. And we have our plans together. Sometimes we have to change our plans up here and there. Sometimes we don't want to, to change our plans, but sometimes things just happen. But I'm glad that you all are here, with us and everything. Um, I don't know if you've seen my not my recent last videos, but the video I did before with donating to my husband's coworker. As far as I know, he is still fighting for his life. His dad has not returned to work yet, so he is still trying to heal and get his strength back up to be able to hopefully turn back to work. I know a few people had told me they did donate. I really appreciate it. The family appreciates it. Um, anything helps a lot. The young man he's a little boy, and a lot of us are parents. So I can only imagine, and God forbid if I was in a situation like that, I would definitely want the support and would need the support. So you're right. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. I missed that. Yes, like a good family reunion. Yes, all we need is Donnie on the grill cooking, okay? Donnie, you look like you could grill. All right, let's see. I missed that. Yes, like a good family reunion. Yes, we is Donnie Grill. Hey, sis.
Yeah, I just
Oh, looks like we froze. Oh, goodness. Oh, Alexa, I don't need you. Hey, sis. Okay, it looks like she's froze on us. Um, hopefully she come back, family. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you off, sis, and see if you can come back in again. All right. Let's see if she can leave and come back. But yeah, definitely family reunion. Seriously, having Donnie. Oh wait, and my husband because he loves the grill. He loves cooking on the grill, and have him on there grilling. Okay, and then us ladies will be making like some sides. Like, well, this is what I've heard now that I can make a mean potato salad. So I'll do like potato salad, sweet potato pie. I can put it all together, right? Hey, I tell you one thing, if we don't do it here, I say definitely it'll probably be more worth it. We do it in the motherland for sure. So, um, may it'll happen. It'll happen for sure. It will definitely happen. Um, I'm losing people, but it's okay, guys. I'm hoping we get it together. What time is it? I want to give it a certain time. If not, we'll reschedule. If we have to, we will reschedule because this is important. This is definitely important to talk about this. And let's see. Maybe I'll give it to about 140, 145, to see if we can get this together. If not, Tanika, it's up to you. We can just go with the echo. Hopefully they can still get the information. If not, we can reschedule. And I'll just look and see when we can do another live. Because this conversation needs to happen. Let's see. I see her. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Hey, sis. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay, I think we did it. I don't hear the echo. Yay! All right. Somebody was praying out there. Okay, guys. So I am handing you all over to tinika.lee.
I hear it though. I hear the echo.
I don't hear it, sis. So if you want to, okay, let me check with everybody. Please let us know if you hear an echo. Say something, sis.
Hello.
Okay, let us know if you hear an echo. Thumbs up if you hear echo. Thumbs down if you don't. Please, so we know. Because I don't hear it. Let's see what everybody's saying. Thumbs up if you hear echo. Thumbs down if you do not. Please let us know. Okay, Deborah says no. So we're good, sis, if it's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. So y'all can hear me good. I still hear feedback on my end. Crazy.
Is it a delay or?
It's a little slight delay.
Well, you can still, I mean, it's up to you. We can still carry on if you want to,
Okay.
because everybody said it's good, no echo. So,
Okay. All right. We'll try. Okay. All right.
go right ahead, sis.
Uh, I wanted to come here and talk about perimenopause because um, there has. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm still here.
I can hear you good. And I just, you know what, sis? I am so sorry. I have a set of questions to ask you. This whole echo has thrown me off. No wonder I picked up, you gave me a look. Okay, so I'm going to start with my questions that I have for you.
Okay.
I picked up, you gave me a look. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my questions. What you can do, sis, mute your mic, and because I know you're getting a delay, mute your mic. But when you mute your mic, can you still hear me? Can you still hear? Okay, perfect. I'll ask you the questions, and then you can unmute your mic and answer them. That sounds good? All right, great. All right, guys, sorry. I had a little absent mind for a minute. All right, so what I wanted to ask, the first question I wanted to ask you, and guys, I'm going to ask her some questions, and then I'm going to open the floor for you to ask your questions, okay? The first question I have is, what are the symptoms and signs that a woman is going through menopause?
Okay, 'cause there's a delay, so I had to wait till you finish. Okay. The signs of perimenopause are um, hot flashes. Um, there's still feedback on my end. Turn. You have heart palpitations, cool flashes, night sweats. Um, what else? Difficulty concentrating. Let me read off my list. Uh, uh, interrupt sleep at night. It's like more than once. It's like multiple times throughout the night. Um, what else? Unpredictable mood swings. Um, very emotional on and off. Not nausea, memory fog, um, hormonal headaches, joint pain, back pain, anxiety, vaginal dryness. Yeah, yeah. Um, low libido, um, painful sex, um, missed periods. Missed periods is, not as frequent, you're used to. Uh, longer periods, they can range from 7 to 13 days. Like my cycle was normally 5 straight days. And for me, it went from 5 days and then to 7 days and then to 9 days and then to 11 days. So that was a lot. Um, you also deal with anemia. I've dealt with that, somewhat near chronic anemia. Um, not and that could just take out a lot out of you when you have anemia, when you're anemic. Um, lack of energy, dry eyes, dry skin. What else? Your hair thinning. Um, there's some other symptoms too, but it's like when I did my research earlier, I think it was earlier this year or last year, it was like over 50 symptoms.
Sorry. That's a lot of symptoms. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I, I didn't know that. It's quite a few.
Yeah. And you deal with them. It's not like you get one symptom, um, like in a day. Yeah. And you're dealing with symptoms a lot throughout the day. You're not dealing with all over 50, but you're dealing with some of them on one day, and then another day it's another set of symptoms. So it's like every single day. It's not like
Bear with us, guys. It's an echo.
yeah, because
Okay.
I can hear the echoes. I can hear the
Yeah.
delay in my ear. So I'm like pausing.
Right. No, I get it. No,
Yeah.
I'm letting them know. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what's going on.
But yeah. Um,
Okay. So I'm gonna wait till you catch up. So the second question, because I realize I'm gonna have to go slow. Um, how did you know that you were dealing with menopause and not something else?
okay. The hot flashes for me was first. Um, it was the hot flashes first. And then uh, itchiness on the skin, because you get itchiness on the skin like out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Um, um, so that was like the primary thing that started for me first, and then um, it was other things.
Okay.
So the
So
dryness
just
of the
so
skin, and then later on, my cycle started increasing to 7 days as opposed to 5, and then it increased to like 9 days. My periods were really heavy, and that's another thing. Your periods become really heavy, and it's like I'm gonna say it like this: it's like really having to be on bed rest,
oh wow.
like to the point like I can't go nowhere. I gotta stay still. I can't. Don't ask me to go to the store. Don't ask me to go anywhere. I have to be like strictly on bed rest. I mean,
Okay.
it's at that degree
Wow.
because you're flowing so heavy.
Right, right.
Um, the other symptom was like, you're very emotional. I had become very emotional. Um, at one point, I had just become like, one day I noticed me, my husband, and our son, we went to the store at a shopping center. And I think either my mother-in-law had called in, or it was right before she called in or something to my husband. And I forgot, we were talking about something, and all of a sudden I just snapped, and I just got real bitchy.
Hmm.
I know some of y'all may not want to hear that, but that's the
Yeah,
truth.
no, hey, you gotta tell it like it is.
I
You gotta
came
tell it like it is.
real like a bitch. Um, but yeah, and that's when I noticed. That's when I really know. That's when I kind of caught myself, and I was like, oh gosh, and I realized that, oh gosh, that's one of the other symptoms of being in perimenopause. These mood swings. One minute you're great, the next minute you're not. You can become like just like a roaring lion. You know, is
It's a lot.
awful. It's a
So
lot.
did you
You also can lose teeth. I forgot the other thing too,
oh
because of your bone density out of estrogen. When you're lacking estrogen, you can your bones. Yeah, I
now
actually lost a tooth.
oh
I
wow.
actually lost a tooth.
Oh my goodness.
So
Wow,
because
that's
being,
rough.
yeah, when your estrogen is really low, your bones, your 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 bones become a little bit more fragile.
Mm,
Yeah,
wow. So
yeah, and I'm not used to that. I'm
yeah,
not used to that.
that's
I'm
wow.
not.
That's a lot. Um,
Yeah.
so I heard you, you said that it was menopause, but I guess my question is, did you like go to Google and type in your symptoms to know that for, this is menopause? Okay, that's okay. So that's what
Yeah, I did.
okay. Um, also another question I had was, what is the youngest age a woman could go through menopause?
In her 30s.
Okay. In her
In her
30s.
30s. It actually, because I actually thought that, perimenopause didn't start until, like 50s, 60, but that's actually not true. A woman can start going through perimenopause as early in their 30s.
Wow. Wow.
And you have to pay attention to the signs. And I think a lot of females, and I think I was having hot flashes even then, because there were times I would be like, doing this, and I put
Yeah.
my head in the freezer, and so I think I was going through it even then, just like at the very, very beginning.
Mhm. Wow. Okay.
So,
And my next question is, what are some of the things that a woman goes through? Well, you already answered that. You already answered that actually with
okay.
menopause. Yeah, you answered that one. Okay, so I'm about to wrap it up, guys, and open the floor for you. What advice and signs for your husband or boyfriend that they need to know, like you feel on your end?
Okay. Okay. All right. For husband, boyfriend, you got to be really compassionate. You have to show some mercy, because our bodies are going through a lot, and a lot at one time, because our reproductive organs are shutting down. So, because they are shutting down, it causes us to be extremely emotional. Even, I mean, it's probably either equal or probably actually more emotional than when we're pregnant. And
Mm,
so, because you feel like I can't have any more children. Um, it's just got like that closing of, I don't want to say motherhood, but just
right,
it's it's shutting that down, and it's closure. It's like, closing your wound, and you just, I don't know.
right,
It's hard. It's hard. And you're dealing with so many emotions because your estrogen levels are going down, your progesterone level is going down. Um, there's I'm still hearing the delay.
oh, yeah, that's okay. I understand. Donnie
Yeah,
said,
Donnie.
yeah, my
Yeah,
worst
I do
is
too. Donnie, I do too. And my husband and my son, they bear with it. Sometimes my son is like, "Mommy, it's just too cold in here," and I'm like, "What can I do?"
right.
So,
So, so you were saying that the
but
reproductive system, shuts down. So it's safe to say if you're going through menopause, does that mean you can't conceive anymore, or
it means your egg count has really gone. It's really gone. You may have one egg, two egg, like it's very slim that you can conceive. Is really
wow?
slim. I mean, I wanted another child. Even I'm 52 now. I'll be 53 later in the year, but I even at 50, I wanted another child. But
And at 30,
it's
that's crushing at 30 years old. That. this could possibly happen to a woman and she can't have conceive. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Wow. I really didn't know it was that deep. So I'm really learning a lot from you.
And the
And I
other
didn't
thing too
know
is a lot of what our grandmothers didn't share was that okay, now I can speak. The things that they didn't share was, like the vaginal dryness. They didn't talk about that. And I know this is um, probably a little too much information, but if you don't say anything, how are you
Right,
going to know?
right.
And you women need to know that vaginal dryness is not just in the inside of the vagina walls. It's that, but it's also on the outside
Really?
where your pubic hair is. I know I'm
Wow.
being very open, but nobody is talking about
Conversation.
that.
Right, right.
And you have to know, the younger generation has to know that it's not just in the inside of the vagina walls, but it's also on the outside where your pubic hair is.
Wow.
It gets very dry. It can get itchy,
Mm.
and nobody wants to
Talk
talk
about
about it. Everybody wants to stay silent like it's a hush hush thing, but we can't be hush hush about it. We have to talk about it because it's just something that has to be talked about to the younger generation so they'll know what they're dealing with, so they can
right,
look for the signs, they can look for the
right.
symptoms, and they
And
can
how to handle it.
talk to their mother about it if their mother's around, or grandmother or auntie. But that's something that they just didn't never tell us. All we knew was hot flashes, but it's
Right,
more than just hot
right.
flashes, and it's just more than that. You could get swelling, weight loss is hard, you can gain weight. um, it's hard to get weight off. um, it's
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 a lot.
it's a lot.
Wow.
So I I asked, the men to just be patient with their wives or their girlfriends. Be very patient, be very loving. Just be more understanding and knowing that this is what she's going through. You're not going through it, but she is, and she can't control it. So
Hmm.
that's where men need to understand. Us women can't control it. We can do what we can to get the symptoms. The symptoms won't go away, but all you
Hmm.
can do is to make sure, use certain things that can help with hot flashes and,
And we're gonna get into that in a
your
minute.
mood swings. Um, the other thing is too, you hear about low sex drive. That's a Yeah,
Another.
that's another thing, is low sex drive. I don't have that, so
Just
I don't have that problem. I don't have
had to
that
throw that
problem.
in there, let y'all know, okay?
No, I don't have that problem. I'm like on fleek. If anything, I'm on fleek. Yeah, I'm on fleek.
We're gonna take
But
a quick break to just kind of
but
see what everybody's talking about in the chat. Okay. I know it's delayed on your end. All right,
but
let's
there is, for women that do experience that dryness and have difficulty with low libido and their sex drive, uh, and they
we'll
need
get into that.
lubrication. There's
We'll
something
get
for
into
that.
that. I would know to okay,
There's something for that.
I'm going to go through the chat and just kind of see what everybody's talking about. All right. Okay, Deborah Green says, "Oh yes, you can still bear children, and it's called a change baby." Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So it
It's
can
still
happen.
possible to have. It still can happen, but the chances are really really slim.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And here go Donnie. I wear long johns year round. Good thing
Oh
they got
wow.
there, right?
Wow. Well, just be patient with your wife, Donnie.
Yes.
Just love
He
on
seems
her.
yeah.
Love on her. If she's snapping, just love on her. That's all you can do, and just you
So
know.
my cousin, this is my cousin, y'all. um,
Okay, hi cousin.
she said when I was in my 30s, I had hot flash. It felt like the inside of my body was on fire. Oh my gosh. I lost concentration and could not for a thought. Oh wow.
Yeah,
You didn't tell me that. I don't think she did.
yeah. You lose
Wow.
concentration,
Dang,
and you
that's
get that that brain fog.
and
You
Deborah
know.
Green said, Tanika, you are current. These are the changes that moms are not sharing with their girls. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know if my mom went through it or not, to be honest. Oh, let me back up. I missed something. Donnie said my worst experience was megapause is those hot flashes. My wife keeps the house so very
Wow.
good.
Wow.
Oh gosh, let's
Well,
see
Donnie,
what.
my husband can relate.
Okay, I think I got
Yeah.
everyone on
Oh,
here.
Glenn,
Um,
I
okay,
got
hold
one
on.
thing to
My
get.
husband says interesting topic.
You have
That's
to
my husband, everybody.
let me get
All right, I have another question for our sister, and then I have a question for her husband. All right. So, this question is, what are some of the things you do to help you through dealing with menopause, including the mood swings, hot flashes, etc.? What are some of the things that help you through it, whether it be whatever the case may be? Let us know, please. Remember, guys, it's a little delayed, so unmute, sis. All
this
right.
right here.
Explain some of the things, like go into detail if you don't. Can you? I forgot. If not, then just
This
let me
one,
know.
this
Okay.
one right here, Progestins Plus. I'm gonna take it out.
Okay.
This one, Progestins Plus.
Oh,
You
there
see
it is.
that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. This, if a woman, it deals with the hot flashes. It deals with this is for premenstrual syndrome, the premenstrual stuff while you're on your cycle. But this also deals with women that are menopausal. Um, and what I will share about that, I'm still hearing the delay. Okay. Okay. Now, this particular oil, it is good. It will help with hot flashes. It will help with bloatedness. Um, you put it on your arm here, which is closest to your heart, and you put it back here behind your ear where your vein is. You put it right back here. But you can also apply it on your belly if a woman is feeling like the bloatedness. She can apply it for that. But the other, and you apply it like 2 to 3 times a day. And also, if she's dry down there in her private area, she's dry down there, and let's just say you want to be in the mood with your spouse, uh, this is that oil for that. And it will actually lubricate her. You don't have to use KY jelly.
Okay.
Okay. You just put
All
it,
natural.
you just put it, it's all natural. You just put it in your inner thighs. A woman puts it in her inner thighs, her upper inner thighs, and it will do its work.
Okay. I am putting Tanika's website in the chat. So just give me a minute. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm quiet and I'm listening in.
The other, the the other thing I use is clary sage. I think y'all can see it. It's
Yeah, okay, I
clary
see it.
sage. That's the other one I use. This is really good for when you're feeling emotional and you really need to take it down. This is really good for that. And it deals with your hormones. Clary sage, you can look it up. It deals with women's hormones. This is strictly for women. It is not for men. Men cannot apply it to their wives because this has progesterone actually in it, but it's the natural progesterone. It's not like what the doctors prescribe to you. Um, the other oil that I use also, because you can have heart palpitations, and the things that are good for heart palpitations is lang lang. Uh,
I can see.
and I use this also for heart palpitations. I use this, and this is good for anybody that has, I'm going to say, cardiovascular issues, period. I'll say it like that. I don't want to be specific because
Right.
I don't want to get shut down. But this is good for anybody that has any cardiovascular issues. It works really well. Um, my good old frankincense, this is actually good. It helps to cool me down. It helps to relax me between these two. I will use these two on my face, and it actually helps me to sleep better. I actually came up with this concoction the other week. I tried this out just to see how it will help, help for me. And it actually did help me sleep better at night. So these two together.
All right. All right.
Stress away is good. When you're like feeling a little stressed, I use that too. Um, this one, this Endoflex, this is for your estrogen. Like if you know your estrogen levels are low, this is really good. And it boosts your metabolism, because the other thing too, you get real tired, you get real sleepy. In perimenopause is that's one of the other symptoms is you'll feel sleepy, um, tired a lot. Um, so this actually help boost your metabolism. You can sniff it, you know, you can sniff it. You can do that, or you can just apply it on yourself. Um, Same with the frankincense. I put it on my face, and I put the myrrh on my face, and I go to bed, and it feels. I feel a difference, and then when I go to sleep, I'm not overheating as much. Because there's a lot of times like I'm overheating. I'm like back and forth like several times throughout the night, taking off the sheets, taking it off, putting it back on. My husband, we always love to cuddle. We love to cuddle at night
Oh,
going
I
to
like that.
sleep.
I like
But there are
that.
times I'm like,
Yes.
babe, you can't. He'll want to cuddle, and I just feel all his heat, and I'm like, no, I can't. Like, so yeah, we
Okay.
love to cuddle.
Thank you so much for that. I mean, to listen, Tanika has so much information, guys, to share with you all. This again, I'm going to show you. This is her website here. You can simply go on her website, and once you go in her website, you want to create you an account. Any specific information you need, she is there to help you. If you want to know
Oh,
about the oils again for menopause, You can email her that information that you need for that. Um, Now, I'd like to, if it's okay, I'd like to ask your husband if he's not
There's
busy. Oh, you want to say something else? Go ahead.
there's one more thing. This here, if you can see
Okay,
that,
I can see it. Uh-huh.
that when you bathe, this is good for your lymphatic system because that's the other thing uh, that gets out of sync.
Okay.
And when you bathe, this is good to put under your breast. I learned this from the company that makes this. It's for your armpits. It's regular deodorant, but you can actually, for a woman, they can actually put this under their breast, and it helps
Oh,
cool the
yes.
body down.
I've seen that in the store. But the difference is this is all natural, guys. I am
Yeah.
trying to change my way of things, put it like that. And if you could try that other stuff that causes other issues, why not try something natural? You understand?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't give up on it. Sometimes even though it's natural, you may have to give it a month or two. All of our bodies respond differently. You may find some oils that may not agree with you. You just move on to the next oil. There's so many oils out there, guys. So again, I'm going to put Tanika's email up. This is her email. You have any questions about the menopause? I know some of you are just coming on. Tanika shared the oils that help her through menopause. Like, guys, listen, me and sis have talked, okay? So he swears by these oils that has really helped her a whole lot. So it's not just us on here just telling you. I have proof. I like to, as I say, proof is in the pudding. Here's your proof right here. This is also why we
Mhm.
did it. Here again is her website. You go on her website. You will create your account, and you'll be able to see all of the oils. She even have bundles that she's put together. Some of us just like to, hey, we like to go on the page, we like to see it, click it, and we're out. So
Mhm.
she went on and made those bundles to make it just a lot easier for you to just get to. And it has pretty much everything in the bundles that you need, from roll-ons to the essential case. I'm going to give you a story. If it's okay if I share with this. I thought I would be hard-headed, and I went out and got a cheap one. And that was a no-no. No, no, no. I placed it on the table, guys. On the table. That's all I did. And zipped it. And it broke. Okay, another thing. All the oils they're glass. You cannot, if you are consuming it, you cannot put it in a plastic cup. Anything plastic, that's a no. It has to be a mug or a glass. I didn't do that stupid move, but
Or
I
stainless
think,
steel.
yes, or stainless steel. Guys,
Mhm.
go out. Listen, the bundle is there. It's not just to sell you all anything. The bundles are there for you to have everything that you need, so that way, you can kind of alternate, with oils, and if you run, you're running low on the other one, you have the other one as a backup. And the cases are there not just to sell it to you all, but it's there to protect your oils. You understand? Because these oils are very potent and they're good and they're natural. So you don't want to break it like I did. So now I have to buy a whole new bottle. I only had the oil for 2 days, guys. 2 days, and I need that oil. So, just heads up, guys. Buy the case that the oils go in. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Blind guy is going to say thanks for the website. If you want us to be able to click on the link, please copy paste the entire URL. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I meant to mention that. When this is over, guys, thank you, Brian. Guys, she keep me on my up and up. When the live is over and it has posted, I will put the link in the description box along with her email. Yes, I got you, sis. I got you, Brian, and everybody on here. All right. So, sis, if you don't mind, if your husband's not busy, I would definitely love for him to hop on and let us know how he deals with it. Give us some of his techniques. And then after that, guys, I didn't forget, I will have open the floor for questions. Remember,
Okay.
her is delayed, so she might not hear everything I was saying.
Okay.
While we're waiting, I'll see what Deborah is saying. I had a partial hysterectomy. Oh wow, sis. Okay, I didn't know that at age 37, and I no longer had a monthly, which was great. Yes. The hot flashes started at age 51 to age 56, exactly 5 years. By now, I was single. Central air was full blast. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if I don't think I went through menopause. I'm not sure, but I think it was, I don't know if it was the medication I was on because I do take a lot of medications for my chronic migraines. I don't know if you all know I have chronic migraines. And I get hot flashes. Well, I was at the time. It was hot. Then I was cold. My husband, if I don't know if he's still on here, he could tell you, and he'd be like, "You just told me to turn it off. Now you're telling me to turn it off." So, with that being said, while we're waiting on our brother, listen, husbands, boyfriend, whatever the case may be, guys, please be patient with us women that may go through this menopause. Like, be gentle, be understanding, be there, be comforting, be, we need that, not to just be like, oh, you acting like a bee. No, we need you to be there to support us all the way through. That helps us as well because you can't help it. You can't help it. And the support is needed, not trying to divorce us or dump us because, you just can't deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Because I'm sure if the tables were turned, we'll be there for you.
Okay,
Women
my
will.
husband is nervous.
Oh, he is. Well, you know what?
Yeah. He said I
If you
basically said everything. He said
well,
I
you know
basically
what?
said everything.
If he doesn't mind, if you don't mind, you
He
can
can.
take your face off the camera and he could just talk. Will that help?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we can do that. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Let me see something.
Perfect.
Okay. She said, I took my face off. She said,
I can hear you, sis.
okay.
Mute it
You can do that.
we can do that. I'm fine with that. If you're talking to us. Perfect.
Okay. She said, I took my face off. She said,
It's just the feedback, guys. She didn't mute. She didn't mute it. I think she need to put the headphones back. Let's see what else we're talking about. Oh, everybody's saying hello.
I took my face off. She said,
Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Can you hear
So
him?
I'm gonna just kind of go back through. Sis, mute your mic until you get everything situated, sis. Thank you. So I'm gonna just go through, guys, try to catch you up. We'll do a recap for those that just joined. I asked our sis a couple of questions. You know me, I'm trying not to be long-winded because I know that we have other things that we need to do later. But what I asked her basically, what was the signs, what were the symptoms that she knew that she was going through menopause, and her answer was hot flashes because she went online. Like we have Google, so you can pretty much Google everything. I'm not saying that Google is always a good source, but in this situation, it helped for her. She said that she experienced hot flashes, heart palpitations, cool flashes, night sweat. She couldn't focus, and there are other things as well she mentioned, which you can see the replay. Um, Also, she said you can get menopause, you can go through menopause as early as 30. I did not know that. I did not know that. So that's wow, that's rough. Um, Also, I asked her how does she deal with it, and she did give us some series of oils that she used that helped her through this. She also shared what she dealt with. You can lose your teeth. It can also your bone density, I get is weak. Also, your periods can be heavy, you're emotional, you get dry skin, dry in your vajayjay area, in inner and out. So if you experience that, do not be surprised. Um, Also, I asked her like what advice she would give a husband, a boyfriend, and her response to be compassionate. And I agree. I agree. You have some, some husbands, some boyfriends that just cannot deal with it. So when me and Sis had this conversation, she was very passionate about coming to you all and being as open as she was today. That takes a lot of courage to do. And she felt that this was very important and we needed to talk about this because, again, like I said, my mother never mentioned anything. So I don't know if she went through menopause or not. I don't know. Um, and for the men, I wanted you all to be here because your significant other, girlfriend may go through the same thing. And we're just waiting. I'm hoping her husband will tune in and just share how he felt about it. And how he was able to comfort and show that compassion to his wife. I feel it's important to hear from a man perspective, so that he can give you some of the tools that can help you deal with it. And when I say deal with it, I don't mean a divorce. That's not the right way to deal with it. Because, like I was saying, if the shoe was on the other foot, I guarantee you, we will be with you every step of the way because that's just how women are. We'll ride or die. So all we ask is that you ride and die with us through this emotional time or any emotional time at that. All right, sis, is your husband ready? Let me know. Unmute your mic. Let me know. I don't know, guys, if I'm gonna be able to get him on here. Tanika, are you there? Yeah. I don't know, guys. Let me know. Unmute your mic. Let me know. I don't know, guys, if I'm gonna be able to get him on.
Good day, everybody.
I hear feedback. Echo. Let me know. Unmute your mic. Let me know. Do you have your headphones on? I'm gonna see if the headphones on is better.
Alrighty.
That's that here.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Hello, brother.
My
How are
wife is
you?
giving me the earplug so I can be tuned in to you guys. How's it going?
Perfect. Good. I'm glad to hear your voice.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here to share this little platform for a little small bit of time with my wife. She did an excellent job of just hearing her,
Yes.
So, yeah. Yeah, same here.
So we just want to hear from you. Just um, how are you able to deal with your wife when she, in this time of her menopause, her being having,
Okay.
being menopausal. So we just want to hear from you and what
Oh,
advice, what things you do to help your wife or be supportive for the
okay.
fellas.
I'm getting a lot of feedback, but I get what you're saying, Giselle. This during this time. Okay, during this time, um, this requires a lot of patience, and I'm trying to decipher through all the feedback I'm receiving too, because it's my first
It's
time
not a
being on the
problem. They
StreamYard.
understand.
But um, when she's saying what she needs in terms of changing, like the AC, or um, you know, hey, like we like to have a lot of cuddle time, and she's like, hey, I, this just, you gotta back off for a little moment. It can be frustrating, but you know what? My wife, I'm understanding, just like when she goes through her menstrual cycles, those type of symptoms come forth. And when our son was pregnant, you know, 14 years ago, those signs and symptoms, I'm understanding now that we're 19 years in, these different types of things that women go through. So when my wife was pregnant with our son, you understand all the signs and symptoms that women go through. And some of those things, even with the monthly cycles, I actually get some of her feedback. Like, I might go through some stuff too, just because she's going through it. And it's kind of crazy, but it's been that way almost from the beginning since we've been married. I've actually was received some of her symptoms that come through our premenstrual cycles, and so I have gained an understanding of sympathy, because sometimes I might feel a little nauseated. It's kind of crazy, but I feel it too. So I've gained to understand what she's going through. The next thing I would say is about, with gentlemen, just being sympathetic or empathetic to their wife's condition. It's really about understanding about the priesthood. We're husbands or boyfriends. You're a covering, especially husbands. You're a covering to your wife, and it's really about that. Getting down to basics is that I'm sensitive, I'm emotional as a covering, as a priest to my wife. I have to pray for her always. And in this situation right here, I need to pray for her hormonal balance, praying to the Most High about that. And that's the best thing I can do for her, interceding for her outside of whatever physically I can do for her at that moment, needing water, changing the AC, um, you know, back massage, just to my physical touch. All those things are important as a husband, being a priest and ministering that type of care at this time, to your wife. That's what I do to Tanika, and it's a process of journeying with her through this, because I never realized how deep this was. Never heard of perimenopause before, but when I see what my wife is going through, and then I reflect a little bit now on what my mother has, son's mother has exhibited, now I understand, and it's so important to share, like my wife said, to other generations, to other couples, to realize, hey, this is what's going on. Men, this is what your wife is going through, and um, don't check out because this is what she's going through. And
Yes.
I just think it's kind of wild, because it's very unfortunate that women have to go through this.
Yes.
And only the Most High knows why you ladies have to go through it. But we have to definitely be that helpmate, and be by their side, just like you ladies are by our sides through
Yes.
our journeys, to support one another. So
Yes.
that's what I have to share regarding just being a helpful helpmate to my wife, to Tanika, during this process, because we don't know when it's going to end,
Right.
but we just got to be there. Like you said, we got to be ride or die as men, just as our sisters are ride or die for us.
Yes. Very well said. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing your point of view and what you're dealing with. And oh my goodness, listen, mad respect, my brother, for sure. For
You're
sure.
welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, all right, so I'm gonna open the floor. I don't want you to go quite yet.
Yeah, I'm
um,
turning back to Tanika.
wait, no, no, no. I wanted you to stay to see if any men had any questions for you. Donnie, I'm trying to think. Any men that are in the chat room, do you have any questions for our brother here? Before he turns it over to our sister Tanika. Any questions? Or ladies, do you have any questions for our brother? Please write your questions in the chat so I can post it up for our brother to answer. Don't be shy. I'll give it about 2 more minutes here, and then I'll just I'll have our sister come back on. I don't know. I think everybody is quiet or shy, or maybe they're typing. I'm not sure. Can anybody hear me? I think I took my mic off. Yeah, I took the mute button off. All right, no one's saying anything. Okay, so with that being said, Sis Tanika, can you come back on? Thank you, my brother, again. And make sure you unmute yourself when you come back, sis. All right.
All right. It was a pleasure being able to share.
Yes,
It's a pleasure to share.
Thank you so much. All right. Sis, you coming back?
Yep, I'm back.
All right. No questions? Okay, wait. We have no questions? No questions other than food as a resource. You see that up there, Tanika?
Food
Did you
as
see?
no other questions other than food. Other than food as a resource. Yeah, oh, the other thing I wanted to share too. There was actually something else that I had actually forgot to add on that list is depression. And that's a really, really big thing is that women can suffer from depression during perimenopause. Some, and with the mood swings, some people may misconstrue that as being bipolar. So that's another thing that people really need to really know the difference between a woman going through perimenopause and a woman that is bipolar.
Okay.
And it may seem like she's bipolar because a woman can be fine 1 minute and the next minute she's just like, rah, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that she's bipolar.
Okay.
So that's something else that sisters and brothers need to know, that it can cause depression, women to be depressed, and it can also, her symptoms and her mood swings can make it seem as if she's bipolar, and that's just not the case. But the other thing too I wanted to share too is one of the other things that I do is when I shower, I don't shower with hot water because that just makes it worse.
Okay.
So what I do is I shower with warm, it's warm, but it's cooler, it's more on the cool end. You get what I'm saying? It's not cold. It's
cool.
just between warm and that cool, where it's just right there, because that helps. Because if you're taking a hot shower, it just adds on. It just adds on to like sweat. You know what I mean? You want to kind of cool your body down or try to keep it down when you do come out the shower. So I take a warm, like a light warm to a cool, on a little bit on the cool side shower. So that's another tip that women can do. And then apply that deodorant underneath the breast. And that, it's like once you do that, your body just feels like it just cools down. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think we have a question, I believe. Scientific studies
yeah,
on
eliminate dairy.
dairy.
Yes, definitely eliminate dairy.
Cream, cheese, sour cream.
Yeah, eat plenty of fruits. Eat plenty of
Okay,
fruits.
thank you.
Plenty of vegetables. Yeah, and eliminate breads. If you can minimize your breads, minimize that stuff.
Oh, I love me some bread. Lord, I'm an island too.
Yeah.
That's just the things to eliminate. I'm taking notes just in case.
Eat salmon as much as you can. You know, salmon or like tilapia fish.
Hmm.
Eat that more often because that has like omega 3s in it. Threes is good for any person. It's definitely good for women if you're going perimenopause.
Okay. So I'm writing this down. Wow. All right, guys. I see y'all writing. Hold on just a minute. I'm just taking my little notes. You know, now that you're talking, now I'm wondering if my mom, I'm thinking as you were telling me, um, like they're not bipolar. Now I'm starting to think little things that, has happened, when I used to live with her. And now it has me going back now and think that maybe she was, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
just didn't say anything,
Yeah. Most of the time our mothers won't say anything. Mothers, grandmothers, aunties, they're only saying, "Oh, I'm having a hot flash," but that's it. But they're not telling what they're really going through. They're
No.
not talking, I mean, they pretty much not going to tell you about their sex drive or their lack of sex. They're not going to share that.
Just the basics.
You
At
know,
least the
they're not going
basics.
to talk about that, but they don't even talk about the vaginal dryness. They're not going to talk about their how dry they are. It's like you got to tell that stuff.
Right. Because like when I go to the OB, right? The OB, they have, how they have like their little signs and little things up about
Mm,
medication, about this and that.
yeah.
And their questionnaire, they ask you dry. When they say dry, I'm like, well, what are they talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so now that you have brought that up, now I understand why they have the questionnaires that they give us when we go in.
Mm.
But when he said it, I'm like, what? Like I didn't
It's
know.
just
So
not
this,
dryness in the inside. It's dryness on the outside where your pubic hair is. And that whole thing can get so dry and it gets itchy.
wow,
And it's like, you're like, it is, it can drive you nuts.
hmm,
And they just don't talk about it.
wow, yeah,
You
yeah.
lose
I'm
hair.
so
You don't
yeah.
lose hair. You don't just lose hair here. You lose hair down there too.
Oh wow,
Your underarms, you start losing hair under your underarms.
wow,
Now,
man.
one
This
thing I will say is my skin, my legs got a lot smoother. I will say that. My legs got like baby. I
baby
didn't have
butt.
rough skin, but my legs were like real smooth, you know.
Yes, I agree with my husband. My husband wrote, this is my husband, y'all. America is causing a lot of mental and physical health issues too.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
yes.
right. And that adds on to it. Being here in America, it adds on to it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But that's okay. You know what we're trying to do. So hello.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? I wonder too, though. I would love to have someone in the motherland, like a female, to come on. And I wonder if they experience the same type of things that we do as women in America.
Yeah,
That would be
they
wonderful,
do.
you
What's her
know.
name? She's in the Gambia, or she's from the Gambia.
Oh,
I
you talking
can't
about
think of her
Sammy?
name. No,
Sammy.
not Sammy. She's
No, no.
small. She's what's her name? I forgot her name, but I know she was talking about how what she's gone through, not with perimenopause, but just with her menstrual cycle.
Oh,
And yeah,
wow.
I heard her on her live or video. This was like earlier this year, and she was talking about how bad her menstrual periods are. And I'm like, so yeah, they go through it. But as far as the perimenopause, I don't know. And I think it's the same thing for them too, the continentals,
Yeah,
that the grandmothers and the mothers aren't talking about it. And that's a big problem.
yeah, yeah, it
We have
is.
to talk about it. And it needs to be put out there to the younger generation so that young ladies know ahead of time what they're going to go through, naming all them symptoms, even if they don't want to, even if they're like, I don't want to hear it, it's not my time. It's like, no, it can be your time in your
Right,
30s.
right,
And,
exactly.
you know, so
My husband said, "What about eating more nuts? Will that help?"
I can't say eating more nuts. I don't know.
Okay, okay. I
I
like your
don't
honesty.
know.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, guys? I'm getting hungry. I'm just telling you. I have not had lunch, so any other
Yeah.
questions that anyone may have, I'll give you a few to write it in. Um, yeah, in the box. Oh, you know what? I do have to ask you. This is not. I didn't write it down. Do you have cravings with dealing with menopause? Do you have
Oh,
any
yeah.
cravings?
I'll get cravings here and there, just like, during my premenstruals, you know,
Okay.
it's just like that too. I still have like cravings here and there. But I try to, like chocolate is my thing.
Okay.
But it goes away. I'll have it for a moment and then it'll pass. But yeah, cravings.
Yes.
Um,
What about any like wanting to eat more?
yeah, you can yeah, it can definitely cause you to what you call it, what you call that eating?
Um,
Um,
I
what's
know I
that?
was trying to think of it too.
What's
So
see, I got brain fog.
me too. Me too.
I got brain
Yeah,
fog.
that's why I used another word. We'll come back to it. But
Oh,
hey,
hi XDMC. How are you?
CBD has
Yes,
pain
I have CBD here for my husband.
pain relieving
Yeah,
anti-inflammatory properties.
yeah,
Yep, may therefore also be. Yep, we have also they have CBD oil as well. You'll see that on her website, Relief from Menstrual Pain. Okay, it sounds like XDMC, he know what he talking about, y'all. Okay. All right, my brother, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I got CBD, but I got it for
yes.
my husband though.
Okay, okay, okay. But
Hmm.
you can order it on the website, guys. So just make sure I'm going to put it up again. Make sure you go to her website, XDMC as well. Check out the website. We have everything up
Yeah.
there, guys.
They actually have a CBD oil on the website, and it's called Calm.
Mhm.
It's CBD oil, but it has lavender in it and some other things. But that's not a part of my bundle
Okay,
because I
right,
have not
right.
used it yet.
Okay.
Um, I would love to use it though,
Yes,
just to
because
see what
I
it's
hear
like.
good things about CBD oil.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have not tried it yet either, but
I
I hear
noticed.
good things.
Yeah, like with my husband when he had his injury to his sciatica a month ago, and I got him the CBD in the jar. It was like 300 mg's, and it works, but I could tell he needs something like the 500 or the 1000. So
Okay.
I'm a person. I need something that has some strong potency. I can't have something
Right.
like 300 mg's. That won't
Right.
work for me. I
Right.
need
At
like
least you know what
500 or
works.
a
And that's
thousand.
the thing. Knowing what works for you and knowing what doesn't
Yeah.
work, you know? And my husband say what did he say? He said, I'm glad I am a man. A woman go through too much. Yes, we do.
Yes, we
I
go through
mean,
too much. So be
yeah,
patient
yeah,
with your
exactly.
mama,
Say it
your
again.
wife, your
Say it
sister.
again. Say it again,
Be
sis.
patient. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient with your wife, your sister, your mama, your auntie. Even if it's a woman out on the street, if it's a female friend, you don't know what they're going through. And if you know that they're in the age group between 30, 40, and 50, uh, you don't know what they're going through because they're not going to tell you, hey, I'm going through perimenopause or I'm
Right.
experiencing those symptoms. So you don't know. So I need the brothers to be a little bit more respectful and don't be like, oh, she's being a bitch, and I don't want to talk to her. And don't do that because you just don't
Exactly.
know. And don't be coming off like, oh, she must be going through menopause or perimenopause. That's not the right thing to
To
come
say
to a sister saying that either. That's just not
exactly.
cool. It's just
Exactly.
you gotta come gentle
Gentle.
and find out what's going on,
How
what's
can you help?
wrong.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Help.
Yeah.
Um, maybe, rub my shoulder, give me a little massage,
Yes.
things like
Right.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
XDMC said, great topic and discussion. Love how we all look out for each other. Real community. Yes. You know what?
Yes.
Yes. Like
Yes.
TAC don't get
Yes.
me there.
Yeah.
Also, he said, XDMC said, I wish CBD wasn't so expensive. Hey,
Yeah, I
maybe when we get
agree.
to
It
the
is
motherland,
expensive.
we could figure
It
out.
is expensive. The little jar I got from my husband. Babe, can you get it for me? Your CBD, it costs like $75. I was like,
Ooh,
but I was like, I gotta get it for my husband. I gotta
right,
take care of my man.
right, right. Exactly. Okay, muscle rub CBD. Okay, isn't that's the one on your website, right?
Yeah.
This is it, guys. On the website that I showed you all, you can order your. Do you know roughly how much it costs? Isn't that's the one on your website, right?
It's not on there, but I
Oh,
can
okay.
put it on there. But I didn't want to. Uh, I didn't. I didn't want people to be like, So I didn't put it
Okay,
on there.
okay.
But
So just go to the website
but
and check it out, family. Natural CBD oil should be legal
yeah, it
everywhere.
should be
Yeah,
legal everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
XDMC said when my wife went through menopause, it was smooth, but for her twin sister, it was hell. This stuff is
yeah,
real. Wow.
yeah. It is real. And you go through so much. You go through multiple emotions. You go through multiple physical symptoms every single
Hey.
day.
Woo.
Every single day. It's not like one symptom,
Oh
two
my
symptoms,
God.
one mood. No, it's
Oh my
like
God.
yesterday when I talked with you yesterday. There was a point that I was feeling nauseated because that's another thing, you get
You
nauseated
feel
quite a
nauseous.
bit. Yeah, that's not fun.
Oh
You get
Lord, help me.
nauseated. My stomach was bloated. My back was aching yesterday.
Oh,
My husband, he was like, he kind of came off at me a little bit. And I was like,
hold
hold
on.
up,
Don't do it.
don't play, because I'm going through. He was like, okay, so he took it
He backed
down.
away.
I was like, chill.
Our sister B Hall's brand says great info. I shared this video with my sister. Oh, great. Thank you. Yes, listen, guys, in the
Yeah,
chat room.
thank you so
Please,
much.
please,
Share
please,
that.
please share. It's not about numbers. This is important, guys, because I am learning.
Yeah,
Like I said, I got my notebooks. Okay. I got my sister on speed dial and my other sisters in the chat. Like, this video needs to be shared everywhere with everybody. No discrimination at
yes.
all. You
Talk
understand?
to if brothers that are on here. If you got daughters, talk to you know, have this conversation with your daughters. If it's not, what made you get into?
I don't know what my husband talking about.
Uh,
Oh,
okay,
essential oil. Okay, hold on. Okay, here
okay.
we
Oh,
go.
essential oils.
Oh,
Blood.
yes. Can you share that experience? Yes. Thank you, hubby, with us. What made you get into the essential oils? Thank you, hubby. That's
Okay.
great.
All right. Years ago. Yeah. Years ago. Hold on. I'm still having a delay. Years ago. Hold on. I'm still having a delay. Okay. Okay, years ago, I was diagnosed with prehypertension. This was back in 2009 or 10. And the doctor he was a foreign doctor here in the state in California, and he had prescribed me a medication, and I took that medication and then I said, hey, it's causing me this type of side effect. So he gave me another prescription. And he said, try this. And one thing he said was, you can't get off this blood pressure medication. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, you're going to, once he diagnosed me, he said, you're going to have to take prescription drugs for the rest of your life. And I was like, nah, no. So I kept taking the medication, and then I went ahead and I switched doctors, and I went to a female Black doctor that was here in where I am in Irvine. And it's hard. Well, she wasn't Black, but was she Black? Was she a Black doctor back? I think she was Black. She was Black, but so I figured let me can get with her and let me see if she can help me with this, with this here, like, because I wanted to go natural. And I hate this delay. And she gave me some other blood pressure medication, and she had to change my prescription, I think twice. And from that point, I just kept thinking what that first doctor told me. Say, yeah, you're pre-hypertension and you're going to have to get on medication and you're going to have to stay on it for the rest of your life. And I just wasn't in agreement with that. And so after a while, and I kept noticing these side effects. I was lethargic. I was moody. I felt depressed. And I was like, I can't stay on this medication because I had like two different medications. And I said, I can't do this. And so I went online and I said, there's got to be a better way. And I had heard something about lavender. So I said, let me go online and let me look up lavender. And that's why I saw essential oils. And I said, okay. And then it just kind of escalated to other oils that were for pre-hypertension. And so I just kept on and I tried the store brand. I actually sent my husband to the store. I said, hey, get me lavender, get me this, get me that. It was like, I think 3 oils. And I used them. And it seemed like it worked for a hot second. When I say a hot second, it may have worked for a couple days, few days, something like that. And then I noticed my pressure had elevated because I could feel it. And I was like, no, this is not good. So I kept on. I said, maybe try another type of essential oil at the store. Same thing. It wasn't taking my blood pressure down. So at that point, I just kept on researching. And then I came across this one company and I said, let me look into this. And then I saw videos of this lady and I came across this lady and I was listening to her and I was like, okay. And then I found another lady that was associated with that lady. And she was talking about the oils and how it worked for her. What's that? It worked for her ABS or something she had. I think she had ABS or something like that she had. And how it worked for her. And it's like she was like near death. Okay. And so I said, let me contact this woman. And so I went and I contacted the woman that was doing the actual videos on these oils that I was talking about. And so I connected with her and she said, yeah. And she was talking to me. We were communicating back and forth. And she said, okay, well, which one do you want to purchase? And I said, well, lavender. And she said, but I just kind of like, I don't know. Just next thing I knew, I was like, nah, I'm all in. I'm not going to just buy one. I want the whole kit. I wanted to just go all in. I'm like, I'm not buying 1 or 2 products. Let me try it out. I was like, because I had seen so many good videos. And I was like, and I saw that this company had been around for a really long time, back since 1994. That's how long this company has been around. And I was like, oh, no, I'm all in. I paid that money and got them 10 oils. And I tried the first oils that I tried out of that kit. It was lavender, peace and calming, and valor in that order. and I applied it here on my chest over my heart, and I applied it here, which is the arm, which is next to your heart. And so when I applied it, I could tell it was working instantly, and my pressure just went down, and I just felt like um, I felt so poised. I felt so calm and poised. I just had a different state of mind, and it was like in a good way, different state of mind. And one day I had to go to the emergency room because I had something going on in my hand, right? So my husband takes me to the urgent care up the road from where we're living. And I had applied the oils as usual because I applied it like 3 times a day, morning, noon, night, right? So I was still on medication, but what I did was I was backing off of the high blood pressure or the pre-hypertension medication, and apply the oils like 2 hours after or 2 hours before I had to take that medication, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or 3 hours, right? But then what I started doing was weaning myself off. I was slowly just weaning myself off, like, I ain't gonna take it today. I'm gonna use these oils. I'm gonna take it the next day. I'll use these oils. And then I had to go to urgent care because something in my hand. And so the doctor saw me and he took my blood pressure, right? Well, the nurse took my blood pressure, but she didn't tell me what my blood pressure was. And I was like, okay. And so he saw me and we're talking about my hand and whatever. And then I said, well, the nurse didn't tell me what my blood pressure was. I said, can you tell me what it was? And he pulled the thing. I still actually have the card. It's actually in my wallet, in my bag. And he said, oh, your blood pressure is 130/80. I said, what? My blood pressure had dropped. And I said, oh my gosh, it's working. He was like, what are you talking about? It's working. I said, the oils. And he said, what oils? And I said, essential oils. And he was like, what are you talking about? I said, I've been using these essential oils for about a week. I stopped using my medication, right? And it was just the oils. And he said, well, what do you mean the essential oils is working for your for your pre-hypertension? You're not supposed to get off that. I said, well, I just did. And I said, I'm not. He said, how long have you been off? I said, for a week. He said, you just been using the essential oils. I said, yes. And I told him what they were. And he was like, you can't do that. You can't get off your medication. I said, yes, I can.
Okay.
And I did. And I said, and these oils are working. I said, because my blood pressure had been much higher. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, I don't believe those oils are working. I said, okay, I know my body, and I'm telling you, I know it is working. That's and he was like, well, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to get off your medication. You're supposed to keep on taking it. And I'm like, nah. Exactly. I said, I'm out. And that's what I've been sticking with. And that's how I got in with the essential oils. And I just kept buying. And I was like, this is working for me. And this was like back in, I think 2010 or 11. Not 2000. In 2011, 2012 is when I purchased the oils. But for 2 years, I had been just like dealing with this medication and eventually I was like just pushed to the edge. Like, I can't keep going through this. Mm-hmm. And so I just went ahead and started my research. And so, yeah, I was like, I'm done. I was like, my mom, she was on blood pressure medication since she was like 17, 18. And all the way up until my mom died back in 2015. And she was in her 70s. And I know, based on her having taken that medication for years and years and years like that, I believe that resulted to my mother having kidney failure. Right. And she had to end up having a kidney transplant. And by the grace of the Most High, one of her brothers was able to give her a kidney, because my mom had like 8 other siblings. But he was the better match as far as because her other siblings had other medical issues going on. So he was actually the better match. So, but yeah, I believe that's what caused my mom to have kidney failure, was her being on that blood pressure medication for so long. And I said, I refuse to be that way.
Exactly,
I just
exactly.
couldn't do it, you know.
Yep,
I just couldn't do it.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take one medication and it's supposed to fix that one situation, and then you have a whole bunch of others to follow.
Yeah. I
And
kept having other symptoms, and the
mhm,
doctor was give me something else for that symptom, and then something else for that symptom. And I'm like, I can't.
yep, exactly.
So
You
that's
know,
how
and
I
that,
got into it.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I hope that answered your question, hubby. Because I be talking to him, sis. I be telling him, hey, listen, we changing the game in this house, and we want to, help all of our people, to come on over to this side of the natural way. And I
Yeah.
feel like the way how our bodies are is
Mm-hmm.
meant to be natural, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think the older we get, our body is like, hey, you weren't supposed to be messing with none of that stuff anyway.
Right.
So it gets
Right.
to the point where it starts affecting the body.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
for me, for example, with deodorant, I know I'm going left, y'all. I'm sorry. But like for deodorant, I get bumps and probably TMI, but I get bumps and I get really irritated. And even my husband, he gets irritated. He gets rashes and stuff. So our body is not meant for these chemicals.
They're
It's
not.
it's not. So let me see what sis is
It's
saying.
not. Because it can
Interesting.
modify your DNA. When you're using these chemicals, people
Yeah.
don't know, but it actually can modify your DNA cells. And people think like, oh, that's not true. Oh, yeah, it is true. Since I've been with Young Living, I've learned
Mhm.
a lot. And the only thing that can readjust your DNA back to where its original state is
Right.
frankincense and cedarwood. Those
See.
are the two primary essential oils that readjust your DNA back to its original state. But if you're using deodorants, if you're using any other personal hygiene products, even toothpaste, uh, get the fluoride. Don't get the fluoride. Eliminate the fluoride. That's another issue um, for anybody's body, even women that are perimenopause. Get
Yes.
That's the other thing. If you're perimenopause, go natural everything. That means your personal hygiene products. That means your cleaning products, what you clean your house with, the dishes, um, your home, everything. I know you think, well, it ain't gonna really make a difference.
It will.
It
Slowly.
can make
And
a
it's not going to
difference.
be right away, instant. You
Right.
understand? 'Cause your body has to detox, and
It does have the detox.
so it's gonna take some time, but it's worth it. I'm ready. Like I'm telling you guys, like I'm ready. So
We got rid of everything like deodorants, um, cleaning products, the toothpaste, lotions.
your
We don't,
skin is
the
so
store,
clear too. Your
huh?
skin, your skin is so clear
Oh, it
and
is?
smooth. Yes.
Oh, well, that's frankincense and myrrh and their Young Living's toner. I
Okay.
love, love, love their toner. It has frankincense in it. It has Melissa, it has lavender in it.
I'm
Some
ordering
other
me some
stuff.
cedar
Oh,
wood when I get off. So
huh?
I'm gonna order me some cedar wood when I get off.
Cedarwood is good. Cedarwood is good. Cedarwood
I
is
use
so,
the
it is
crystal
really, really
salt
good.
high stick. Okay.
Yeah, get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
get that cedarwood.
Well,
Cedarwood
sis,
is good.
is
Myrrh,
there, go ahead.
myrrh is really good for if you're having heart palpitations. You put it just 2 drops because myrrh is like super potent, and I mean like it's super potent. And you don't if you go beyond that, you feel like you're on drugs. You'll feel like
Oh,
you
wow. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, you feel like you're on a prescription drug straight up.
Yeah.
So, but
Oh, and
yeah.
guys, there are some that you can consume. Do not put them in the plastic. Nothing plastic. I don't
Yeah,
know if
no
I mentioned that
plastic,
earlier. It
no
has to be a
plastic, no
mug
paper
or
cups. It
glass.
has to be glass, ceramic, and stainless steel. That's it. And I put my essential oils in a cup. Like I'll have my little cup with water in it. I'll put my little drops in it, like lemon or peppermint. Oh, that's the other thing. Peppermint. I forgot to show y'all the peppermint. But peppermint is good if you're having a hot flash. Put it on the back of the neck. The peppermint, and you can diffuse it in your vehicle. Um, so
Yes.
yeah,
This is my husband. He said that's why I don't trust drugs. Ask my wife. Yes.
yeah.
I
I don't
he
blame you,
don't play.
Rodman.
He
I don't
don't
blame you.
he
I don't
don't
blame you.
play like, with my
Mm-mm.
migraines sometimes if I because now I do have, the oils, I try to carry them with me. But before, when I had the migraines, like I don't know if
Mhm.
anybody have ever had chronic migraines. You
I did.
literally need, I don't care what's next to you, you gonna grab anything to take and pop in your mouth
I've been there. I've been
just to,
there. I've been
get
there. I
rid of
don't
it.
have those
So
anymore. Thank gosh. I don't. I don't deal with those anymore.
yeah, I would grab
Whew.
anything to just pop in my mouth to get rid of that. Get
Yeah,
rid
I used to
like
be in the dark. You close the
yes,
blinds. Don't
yes,
talk to me.
yes.
Yeah, don't even
That's
talk to
why
me
I
for
had to
hours.
leave. That's why I had to leave and come back because I needed to eat something. If I don't, I would have got a migraine. So that's why I
Mm.
left and came back.
Oh, okay.
So,
Got it.
but,
Got it.
but yeah. So, Tanika, is there any other thoughts that you want to leave with our family here before we close out?
Um,
Is there any other thoughts that you want to leave with our family here before we close out?
share with your families, the daughters. If any of you are grandmothers and you have granddaughters, talk to your granddaughters. If your child has not talked to their daughter, which is your granddaughter, about perimenopause or menopause, talk to them. But it is talk to your grandchildren, talk to your daughter, talk to your niece, talk to, and even the nephews, talk to your nephews. If your uncles, talk to your nephews. Because men do need to know. It's not like, well, men don't need to know all that. No, men do need to know about it so they know what to look for. They know the signs to look for. It's not going to always be, well, it's the hot flashes first. It's not going to always be that. It can be the moodiness. It can be the forgetfulness. That can be first.
Wow.
So now he may not know that, okay, she's not, her menstrual is off. I mean, not unless that's your wife, then yeah, you'll know. But I'm saying like your niece, if you're a
Yes,
father that has an adult daughter, she ain't gonna tell you all that. But pay
no.
attention to her moods. Pay attention to that, and get in tune with her and see where what's going on. But share, talk to your families, talk to your friends. Um, you got to have this conversation. It's just really, really important, and it just, I'm gonna say this too. Um, I suffered in silence for a
Mm,
really long time,
wow.
and I've waited a long time to be able to put this out. And a lot of women are suffering in silence. And we gotta be more, we gotta share and talk about this. This is conversation that needs to be talked about, because another thing too, women experience depression when they're going through perimenopause. Not every woman, some
Right.
women do. And you gotta, if you see there's somebody in your family that's depressed all of a sudden, um, talk to them. and ask them, are they going through some other type of symptoms? Get a checklist, have a checklist for, so you'll know the right things to ask. And so you'll know the right things to ask, and because they may be going through perimenopause. And like I said, it happens as early as your 30s. It's not like, oh yeah, well that'll come, in their 50s. No, it can happen in their early 30s. I have a uncle who is in Tennessee, and he's the same age as me. My grandmothers had children in their 40s.
Oh,
So I have an
wow.
uncle that is my age, and his wife, she had to have a hysterectomy in her 30s. So yeah, so they didn't have any children. They had no children, and so you got to have these conversations now. Your teenage daughters, your teenage granddaughters, talk to them about perimenopause, and you have to reiterate. You have to bring it up, especially with teenagers. You got to bring it up. Talk to them about it. Don't talk to them about it once. Talk to them about it, once every year or something.
I want to play
But
this. I want to play this YouTube video for mine every time, every so often, so she can get everything from you. So hopefully this stays up and everybody can see. And I'm going to share as much as I can. Guys, please share. I say sharing is
please
caring.
share this video. I know there's a lag, and I know there's going to be a lag on my end, but I did the best
It's
I could.
okay. Hey,
But
it's all good.
just
Nobody's complaining. You see what Deborah wrote? She said this is a great discussion, and it's very necessary for all of us to talk about. Thank you both for this today. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for everyone showing up. Thank you so much, Tanika. Your husband, I don't know if he's listening. Tell him thank you so much. His input was very, very, very necessary, and I greatly appreciate you being so open to share with us. I know that it wasn't easy to do so, but really appreciate it. And guys, don't forget to go over to her website. Also, if you have any questions about anything pertaining to menopause, anything, you can email her again when this is over and it has posted. I'll go in and put in her links and her email in the description box. Okay. All right, guys. This has been lovely. Thank you for tuning in to us, and don't give up on me yet. I'll have some more things coming up once the kids, have no school. But I love you guys, and thank you again, sis. Blowing kisses to everybody. Thank you, and we'll talk later anyway.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, and we'll talk later.